Some Logic Pro plugins are seriously overhyped, and others are absolutely slept on. Should we take a look at which ones? In this video, I'm looking at some of Logic Pro's most hated and most loved plugins, and I'll decide if I think they're fairly rated, underrated, or overrated. Let's jump in and let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. Okay, so first up we have the Enveloper. Oh man, this plugin is seriously underrated. It's a great little transient designer. It looks basic, it has basic controls, but it works really well for a free stock plugin. Yeah, it looks simple, but really powerful, really great. Make the attack longer, make the attack shorter if you want to pull out the tail a bit or make the tail shorter. Really great on kicks and snares. Really love this little plugin. Think it's totally slept on. Check it out. Alchemy, totally slept on. Like, people know it exists, but they just don't realize how powerful it is. So I always said this was as powerful, even more powerful than Serum 1. Now that Serum 2's out, and it's been out a little while, I think Serum 2 took the crown of Alchemy being one of the best synths. Obviously, yeah, there's Omnisphere as well, and Diva and a few others, but really Alchemy for a stock plugin is insane. It's really, really good. It still has like 6 different modes. You can do granular, you can do additive, you can do spectral, you can sample, and you can have 4 of these different modes in 4 different layers. So that's 16 layers within one patch, and you can have a mix of sampling and synthesis. That's really, really powerful. Go into the advanced mode, check it out. There is a lot you can do. Underrated plugin. Okay, Delay Designer. Underrated, and the GUI, yes, is a little bit dated, but what it can do is still really impressive. And if I didn't have Soundtoys Echo Boy, then I would still be using this all the time. I still do use this all the time because you can customize your delays really easily. If you want to choose like a custom delay pattern, you can do that super easily just by moving this little slider around, and you can filter each different delay hit. So you can have low frequency sounds delaying, or you can have high frequency sounds delaying, mix them up. You can change the volume of each delay. It's really powerful, this plugin. And yes, it looks a little bit basic, but it is really, really good all the same. Check out the presets as well. There's loads of really good presets for this plugin. So there's loads of interesting ones like delays that fade in, delays that fade out. This one I think is definitely slept on. Really cool plugin. If you can just see past the interface a little bit. If this gets updated by Logic, I think it will be absolutely amazing. The Overdrive. Interesting. Overdrive, very handy little plugin. Very basic, but I use this a lot, and I use this just to add a bit of saturation to elements in my mix. It just adds a very nice single harmonic. I've got a feeling it's even, but it could be an odd harmonic, I'm not sure. But it just thickens things up a little bit. It sounds really nice if you add it to a kick or snare and just want to add a little bit. It's just going to enhance that, I think, second harmonic. And yeah, it's not going to do anything like groundbreaking, but if you need something that just needs a little bit of lifting, try the classic Logic Pro Overdrive. I normally put it so that the frequency is all the way up, like 20,000 hertz, and then maybe a drive somewhere between 0 to 3 dB is probably enough. But yeah, lovely little plugin. Don't know if many people use it as a saturator like I do. Really good. Underrated plugin. Okay, so Logic's Amp Designer. It's good, but it's not great. It looks good if you're a beginner, but if you've been around guitar amps for a while and you know your way around guitar amps and virtual amp simulators, it's not actually as good as it looks. So I'm going to say it's a little bit overrated actually, because although you can get a good clean tone out of it, it's quite hard to get a medium distortion, high distortion tone out of it. I always think it just breaks up too much and sounds too grainy. So yeah, I think overrated. It already gets a little bit of hate, but I think it's overrated as well. Stereo Spreader, interesting. Not one I use a lot. Don't really like it. I feel like for an imager, it could have a lot more controls. Like you get isotopes imager, and you get you can split it into bands and change each band. This is a little bit dated. Like, I think Logic Pro deserves an updated imager, so overrated. Ooh, curveball. This is not a plugin, but it is a feature of Logic, and that's Logic Loop Browser. I think this really needs an update. It's really slow, so if you want to audition something whilst Logic is playing, it takes like 4 or 5 seconds sometimes to kick in. So I feel like the Logic Loop Browser could definitely do an update, not a plugin like I said, but it needs an improvement, so I'm going to say it's overrated because it's not very good. Apple, if you're watching, please update the browser. It needs to be faster. Ableton's browser is better than Logic's browser. Okay, modulation effects. So that's the chorus, the flanger, the phaser. These are okay. These are not great, not bad. I think they just go in the middle. So I'm going to put them in fairly rated category. Don't think anyone really talks about them that much. I would prefer to use more of these kind of effects, but I don't really ever use them that much. I will probably go to the multi-effects if I want more of these kind of modulation effects, or I'll use, actually that's a lie, I'll use Sound Toys if I want kind of modulation effects. Their bundle for these kinds of sounds is significantly better. I don't tend to use them because I just don't think they sound that great. Channel EQ, ooh, channel EQ, divisive. Some people say it's not very good. I actually think it's pretty good for a stock plugin, and I think it's better than Ableton's stock plugin for sure. I like the analyzer, it looks quite nice, though it can be a bit slow at times, which a lot of people also say. And it would be nice if you could solo the bands like you can do in FabFilter Pro Q. Like, I think FabFilter is obviously a much better EQ plugin. But if you need to slap an EQ on something quickly, I think it does the job fairly well. So I think this is fairly rated. It's in the middle somewhere. Reverbs. Okay, so the reverbs in Logic are a little bit poo. They aren't great, but the Space Designer is really good. I still use Space Designer all the time, even though I've got kind of ProRs and other third-party reverb plugins. I still use Space Designer. So reverbs, I think, in the middle. Like the Silver Verb and the Platinum Verb, they're old and legacy-ish. They don't sound great. And I never quite got the buzz about Chroma Verb either. Like, it's okay, but I don't use it too often. So Space Designer for me is good. So meh. So they go in fairly rated for me. Maybe this video should have just been called Good Plugin, Plugin, Medium Plugin. Okay, so do you agree with these? I'd love to know. Let me know your thoughts on the Logic Pro stock plugins. What do you think? And just for clearing things up, I think Logic Pro stock plugins are a hell of a lot better than any of the other DAWs like Ableton or Fruity Loops. And if you're struggling to learn Logic Pro, don't worry, I've got you. In the description below, there is a link. And if you click that link and enter your email, I will send you a pro tip every day for the next 30 days, and you will watch your Logic Pro progress soar. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on another video. Take care. Bye.